This episode is brought to you by Sudio. Sudio wants to revolutionize the way people see headphones as not just a tech device, but also an accessory. Currently, the headphones market can offer you one of two things, style or tech. Fashionable headphones tend to lack proper sound quality, and high-tech variations are bulky and not design-oriented.
Sudio wants to bridge that gap. While emphasizing modern Scandinavian design, they also provide a product that matches the quality of even the highest-rated headphones on the market, for a fraction of the cost. Sudio was kind enough to send us a blue and black pair of the Vasa design, and also a code for our listeners to get an exclusive discount.
Enter code AmericanSlacker, all one word, for 15% off any purchase at Sudio.com, worldwide shipping included. That's SUDIO.com. American Slacker Podcast is BYOT. Bring your own tacos.
Dick swinging.
You're listening to American Slacker Podcast.
We can say fuck.
With Matthew Gertz and Jesse Landers.
That's a decent amount of sausage. This man needs a doctor. Yeah, I just hope they're tasty. What's up with these clowns, man?
Oh my god, it's like a Walmart party or something. What the fuck is that?
Let them smoke a little. Cut the lights and went through people's pockets.
It's not a public thing. Come on now. I don't care. I've been smoking. This is cool. Don't you point that at each other. Talking shit.
Damn. You need to step it up to that point. We're not gonna lead with the.
We're not gonna lead with that.
Woo! I wish I had one of those New Year's Eve blow whistles right now.
I know, I wanted some party poppers, but I didn't think to get any.
Man, we were just suited up, popping champagne for the pre-show. Hopefully you were there checking it out.
Joining us on the Instagram lives.
Hell yeah, it's a special time here, episode 100. And man, it just seems like yesterday we started this little baby
Knee-high to a grasshopper podcast.
Oh man, yeah, it's gone crazy, man. And I love it. I love that we're here finally celebrating 100. And all the listeners we've gathered, the people we've talked to.
Yeah, we did a bunch of giveaways on the Instagram live stream earlier too, which I'm sure made a lot of people happy to win some video games and a stash jar.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was a cool thing to give away, and congratulations, Aaron.
And to the rest of our winners as well.
Yeah, the guys who won the games as well. It was fun to see a lot of people participating. Everybody was excited trying to get that shit.
Right?
Hell yeah.
So we got a bunch of stuff that we have to kind of clue everyone into. There's big changes happening here on episode 100 of American Slacker.
Oh yeah, well they've been coming for a little bit. You guys haven't seen it behind the scenes, but we're releasing a whole onslaught of shit on top of you right now.
Yeah, you may have noticed off the top we played a sponsor for you, which is brand new. That's something we've never done before. It's a headphone company called Sudio.
Oh man, and they are a fine quality and they are a beautiful product and very kind to send us some. So we're really excited to be working with Sudio right now, and definitely excited that they gave us a code to give you guys. Yeah, Jesse, if you're watching the actual video, is showing you guys what they were kind enough to send us. They're fucking awesome headphones. And,
yeah, they're really neat.
They have every type you want too. That's the cool thing, like wireless or wired if you really want that true sound, over the ear or earbud, whatever.
Yeah, so I would go over to Sudio.com, that's SUDIO.com, and use our code American Slacker, all one word, and it gets you 15% off anything there. They also do worldwide shipping, so and that's included.
Yeah, free shipping, right? Oof, can't beat it, man.
So another thing that we have to let everyone know about is the fact that we are changing our release day for the week.
Oh, yes, we are. And it's just going to make things smoother for us. We work on a very tight schedule right now, and this is going to alleviate everything being so tight for us so that we can make sure we're providing the best content we can without having to be stressed out about rushing.
And then maybe you guys will have like a set time that you're going to get the show instead of it kind of being sporadic on a Monday. We're going to be now releasing on Wednesdays.
Yes. Yeah. So keep your eye out on Wednesdays. This show obviously came out on a Monday, but Wednesdays from here out, we're going to be changing up what we're releasing as well. We're going to be doing every other show is going to be a segmented show with all of your favorite segments that we've created over the years.
Green Corner, Bizarre News, all that.
Yeah, all the good stuff. And then the other show, the opposing show, will be an interview with a random guest. And we're just trying to bring in all these. We have a backlist of great people that we've been talking to. So,
and it's tough to get it out. So we want to kind of have a guaranteed. So every other week you're going to get, a normal show and an interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with bonus content and new specials as well on the side. So it's not just going to be just the 2 and 2.
Hopefully it'll be freeing us up a little bit to do some other cool things.
Hell yeah. Just like the other new thing we're releasing, which is there's an edited video show that you can see on the Patreon. So if you just head over and support us in any shape or form, like any level, we have multiple levels, you can see the edited live show and a lot of other cool shit that we're putting up in the works for Patreon only. And it's a different feel for the show. You get to see the screenshots of everything we're sharing, the videos,
our ugly mugs.
Our ugly mugs. Yeah. You get to really meet us on a new level. So, definitely head over to the Patreon. We would appreciate any support that you contribute to the show, and it goes a long way.
And I would say last but not least, a big heads up, just stick around after the show. We always like to drop little things after the outro music, and be it bloopers or like special bonus content. So we just always like to kind of put that out there every so often.
Yeah. There's a lot of them in the past, but something special lingering right now. But let's step into this bitch. Welcome to American Slacker Podcast, and as always, I'm Matt.
And I'm Centennial Jesse.
Oh
is
my
that
god.
Centenarian? Is that
he's like half metal now. He's like
well, that'd be a centurion, I guess. Yeah, I probably biffed the word, but yeah, 100. I'm not 100 years old. I'm just 100 episodes old.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And we're glad that you're sticking along for the journey.
Glad you'll have me.
Yeah.
Now, we always like to give a little love off the top of the show here by doing a pod shout-out pick. And the way this works is anyone who retweeted our pinned tweet, which was our latest episode on our Twitter account, is entered into possibly getting a shout-out on the next episode. So, in this case, we have a decent amount of retweets again, Matt.
Okay, we got a decent amount. So, all right, that seems fitting. It's a while into this.
We're at 37 this time around.
37. Man, that is a good amount. But we're at the 100th episode, and we've come a long way. We wouldn't be anywhere without that very first episode. So we're going with number one.
Number one. So that is Good Times, Great Movies. And they are at GTGMcast.
Okay.
And they're a podcast about the best and worst of 80s cinema.
Oh, I like that already. I'm digging it.
Yeah, that'd be a really cool one. So be sure, and they have a very short but sweet thing, podcast about the best and worst of 80s cinema. And they're on, iTunes. If you go to goodtimesgreatmovies.com, they have a website.
Okay.
And, be sure to follow them at GTGMcast. So congrats, Good Times, Great Movies.
Ooh, I like it.
So Matt, what do we got coming up for our 100th episode?
It only seems fitting that, as always, we start with our bizarre news. And, which, we're going to talk about the biggest orgy fail you've ever heard about.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
hope everyone's all right.
We'll see. Then, we've got one of the coolest segments I think we've ever done. I'm going to say it could be my favorite. 100 things we fucking hate. Because it only seems fitting. We're on the 100th episode, and there's plenty of things we hate, but we're going to give you 100 of them. The top
you guys
100
are going to hear about it.
I don't know. The 100 we thought of at the time. And then we're going to finish it out. We got a 100th edition of this or that. It's not the 100th time we've done it, but everything, it's 100 edition. I mean, this is episode 100, motherfucker. What did you expect?
A lot of
And then, of course,
things.
we got a very special thank you list we're going to finish this episode out with for all the people that have come and help us out through this journey. So stick around for that.
All right, and with our weird news, we always like to start out with a little bit of weed news. And what we're starting off with today is a little miscommunication, maybe, in the current administration. We all know that Jeff Sessions has been a big hater on legal cannabis for a long time now.
Yeah.
But looks like his boss doesn't see eye to eye on him with it.
Man, I like that. I like his boss.
Yeah, because President Trump said when he was in Washington, D.C.
That boss.
Yeah, that's his boss. President Trump, when in D.C., said he would probably support legislation proposed by Senators Cory Gardner and Elizabeth Warren, in which would protect states that have legalized marijuana either recreationally or medically.
So Trump is pro-cannabis.
At least for the time being.
Would not have expected this.
I know that he is a little, like, all over the place and a little unpredictable when it comes to what he says sometimes. So, I don't know. I think this might be one of those take it with a grain of salt sort of things. But it's interesting that he says, like, the complete opposite of what the Attorney General says.
I smoked a joint. It was great. Great fun.
I mean, I think he's a business guy. That's what it comes down to.
True.
So, he sees it as, like, oh, that's, like,
it's
laissez-faire business type of thing.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see if he tells him, like, don't interfere, or just, kind of lets it roll.
Yeah, that will be crazy to see it. Hopefully it helps speed up the process of getting it federally cleared and stop this individual state bullshit of each state having to overcome some bullshit politics to get weed legal.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's just, when he says he'll probably support, it's like, I'm going to wait till he does support, I guess, to jump at it too much.
Yeah, right. I want to see full balls to the walls riding the fucking weed train.
Right? So this is actually a really short article, but because it was just kind of the one blurb, but we'll still post it up on Monday. This will be the last Monday that we're posting the weed article. Everything's going to shift when we start releasing on Wednesdays. Wednesdays will become weed articles. Funny clips will be on Fridays.
You got to keep an eye on us, man.
So be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. But we'll still post this up on Monday for at least the time being.
For the time being. Yeah, definitely. Well, keeping up with the politics of the world, man, we're shifting over to Colombia, where a right-wing presidential candidate was trying to make a buzz in his campaign. But I think the buzz that came wasn't exactly what he was expecting. When right before he was able to give a speech in the town of La Loma, an angry swarm of killer bees attacked everybody at the event.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Videos circulating of people just running away, trying to cover their faces with hoodies and shit in their t-shirts. It's
all you can do, right?
Yeah, man, it's pure panic. And it's even led to speculation that maybe it was an act of bioterrorism from another candidate.
That's a weird way to campaign.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Obviously, I mean, most likely it wasn't, but it's fun to believe.
But it could be.
It's fun to believe. It has led to these cute images circulating social media of the presidential candidate with his head imposed on different images of bees, whether it's a cartoon character or a regular bee. And I think that's pretty cute.
That's horrible. You got a crowd of people, a bunch of bees. Fucking, that's a stampede waiting to happen. People are going to get trampled.
Yeah, and worst of all the money it took to get that, guy to this place to campaign is just wasted now.
Right? So, now everyone's just going to be like, he's the bee guy. It's how do you spin that? It's almost impossible.
Yeah, not in a positive way, that's for sure.
Are you afraid of bees? I'm afraid of bees.
I hate... Okay, so I didn't mind bees, but now, there's a weird thing that I get when I get stung by bees as I get older. I get this aching sensation for a couple days in my, arm. So I must be, mildly allergic or something. Because the last time I got stung by a fucking yellow jacket, it just, my arm was sore and I could barely use it for, 3 days.
Damn. Yeah. Well, I think I remember that. It was
I told you about it. I was like, dude, my fucking arm. I was bitching about it for days.
All swollen up. See, I just don't like them. Something deep within me is afraid of of flying insects that can sting you.
Anything that can bite, any insect that can bite creeps me the fuck out. I don't like spiders, I don't like beetles, I don't like any insects.
It's tough because they're hard to hit. They're so small.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Fuck no. I'm instantly swinging too. As soon as a bee's around me, I'm like,
Right? Another bee story out of Florida. We have a woman. This article in the Tampa Bay Times mentions this woman who was attacked by a swarm of Africanized bees in St. Petersburg while she was walking through an alleyway on her way to a final exam.
oh man.
The 24-year-old cut behind and through the alley behind her apartment, and that's when she was swarmed, and they just kind of all got in her hair and started stinging her face and shit. So she dropped her stuff and ran, and just tried to outrun the bees, which is very difficult since they can fly.
Yeah. And I'd like to see you hide.
The first person she saw, she shouted to, which only made the bees angrier. And she shouted for help, and the guy said, "No, I don't want those bees near me."
And that's when the bee crowd was like, "Yeah, you don't,
Motherfucker." Fuck it. Well, she just then started running in and out of traffic, and no one was helping her because they thought she was crazy or on drugs or something.
Yeah, as you would.
Which that's now it's like, oh great, no one's gonna help me. I'm getting swarmed by bees. Like the only chance you have is like a pool, but she couldn't find a pool, unfortunately.
Oh man, yeah. What else is there like out in like your natural environment, like to help?
Well, I guess someone recognized her and like grabbed some sort of spray, like a hairspray or something, some sort of aerosol can, and started to spray like around her face to get the bees away. But like I said, they were caught in her hair, so she was getting stung all over. She ended up with like 8 to 10 stings in like the face.
That's not bad for being swarmed,
right? And it led to them finding this large colony of about 7,000 bees in the wall in that alleyway.
Jesus.
So they needed to like go in there, and they started evacuating all the bees. And one thing I didn't realize in reading this, they said if you kill all the bees in there, like with poison or something, they'll all just like decay, and it'll be rotting like bees in honey, and it just smells like a dead body. They said.
Oh.
So imagine 7,000 decaying bees. Like, ugh. So you need to like to be careful about how you get them out of there, I guess.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is they were Africanized. The queen had gone out and mated with Africanized bees and come back, and then had drones that were more hyper aggressive, I guess.
Yep. That explains why they were defending the nest like that.
Yep.
Wow.
It's fucking terrifying, man. It's like one of my worst nightmares. I would never want to be covered in bees. She said that the buzzing was so loud that she like couldn't really hear anything over it.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying. I want
fuck bees.
Yeah, just fuck bees. Let's talk about something a little more soothing. Let's talk about food. I'm a little hungry right now. Everybody that's a fan of the show knows how this tends to go. When we get hungry, we start to talk about a little bit of food.
Oh yeah.
Man, I have you come over. I'm gonna cook you a meal. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the multiple course deal. I'm gonna give you apple strudel, quiche puff, pastries,
okay,
fruit tarts, and chocolate cake. All right.
I'm feeling it.
That's the dessert options. But the main option I'm gonna give you for the main course, man. I'm gonna make you some nice fajitas. All right.
Ooh, okay, a little pepper and onion action.
Yeah, but it's an exotic night. You're coming over. You just happen to come over on an exotic night.
Okay.
Okay. It's a super type of beef, basically. It's well, not really. It's not really beef. It's gonna be my severed foot. Would you do it? Would you do it? Would you eat if I had severed my foot somehow and I cooked it up and I like let you know? Would you eat it?
No, you'd have to trick me. You'd have to tell me it's something else, and then I'd eat it, and then
you
I'd
must,
be really
man.
upset.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how to take this because, like, I don't know if like this is like a limit of our friendship or like what. Because,
oh, you're saying we're not close enough?
I don't know, man, because I'm reading this article about a guy that posted on Reddit, and he had 10 of his friends come over, and they enjoyed fajitas made out of his foot. I won't hold it against you, I guess.
I wonder the legitimacy of this man's story, but for the sake of argument, I'll believe it.
All right, well, at least, you know, I'm seeing the photos of his foot being chopped off. I'm seeing this weird meat cut off into this pan being prepped. I'm going to put up the little bit of the video
I wonder,
here.
would foot meat be less, like, or would it be more tender? Because it's, like, very muscular?
Well, they said it was very chewy and very beefy tasting.
Okay.
But it was good.
Are those carrots in it? No, those have to be
No, those are peppers and onions.
Okay.
Ugh.
That's foot meat.
That doesn't
Okay.
look like foot meat, though. Like,
If you want to see what we're gawking at, please head over to the Patreon so you get
is there,
access
like,
to the
more?
video.
Okay, yeah, there's pieces of foot.
Okay, that's possibly foot, yeah.
That's it,
possibly
I guess. But, like, oh, man.
What
Yeah,
part
no,
of
I definitely,
foot is
just
that?
for people listening, I definitely wouldn't hold it against him if he didn't want to eat my foot. And I would never be the person to say, hey, would you like to eat some of my foot?
That
in a
and
pita?
feet in general aren't like, you know, if you
Yeah.
were like, oh, my bicep, then that's maybe more
Right. A little
appealing.
more appealing? Yeah, it's your foot. It's like, you walked around on that. And feet are just
Yeah.
gross in general.
Yeah, exactly. My feet are disgusing. I don't want
Yeah,
anyone.
right.
having
Me
to
too.
eat
Like,
it.
I don't want to share my foot with somebody. Like, ugh.
No.
Hopefully it was calf meat or something. I mean, I don't know how much.
Oh, yeah. Because
No,
it depends
I mean,
where they cut it at. Okay.
I'm assuming this is the knee, so maybe
could
a
be
little bit of
calf.
the bottom calf.
Yeah, it
right
could
here.
be bottom calf meat.
A little bit of this meat, maybe not so bad.
They call
I don't
that
know.
veal.
Oh,
Calf meat.
God, man. Yeah, it's
That's a new level of friendship, I guess.
yeah, and it said the guy said it gave him a new view on cannibalism as well.
As like an art form.
No, as like it's not as bad as it's like seems. I guess that's his view. I don't
Well,
know.
I guess
It's not
there's
so
no
barbaric.
laws about serving yourself to someone else.
No, you just can't like legally sell body parts.
Okay.
That's like the way the law
You
comes.
just gotta
in.
give
It's
them
like-
away for free, huh?
And he didn't sell it. He willingly told his friends that he was going to cook him up some, foot,
Some foot.
fajitas.
Some fajitas.
Fajitas.
Oh man. Well, I hope their expectations didn't fall short of
Yeah.
how the foot fajitas tasted.
It sounds like they exceeded it, honestly, which is creepier.
Stellar, 5 stars.
5-star foot fajita.
Well, we had some expectations that did fall short, unfortunately, in Las Vegas when a world record orgy attempt fails.
No.
Wah, wah.
Damn it, man.
It
And
was
we
suppo-
all had been there hoping and
Yeah, right.
wishing and pumping our fists saying, you can do it.
Well, this comes down to coordination, I want to say. It wasn't that there wasn't interest for it. It's, on June 2nd, they were attempting to break the world record, which was previously established in 2006 when 500 participants gathered in Japan for an orgy. This one, which they called Sin City 8, because it's the 8th year they've done this Sin City meetup for an orgy, they expected to have over 1,000 people.
Okay.
So that would have blown it out of the water. That would have been twice the amount of people from the previous world record. But despite having more than 1,000 registrants, only 375 made it to the Green Door Sex Club that Saturday.
Oh, man.
So they fell short of the 500 by,
Somebody fuck up with the flyers?
375. Well, no, they ended up getting changes of venue because the Embassy Suites kicked them out to the Erotic Heritage Museum, and then they kicked him out, and they ended up at the Hilton, and then from there at the Green Door. I guess like it just seemed like people were kicking them from next place. So I'm guessing there were a bunch of people that showed up, knocked on the doors at like different places, and they were like, I'm here for the orgy.
Well, like,
And
is it
there
in
just
multiple
wasn't
rooms,
one.
or do they need like an auditorium? Like, there's so many questions open from this. It's like
I think it was like supposed to be like 2 different rooms, like 2 large rooms.
500 fucking plus people stuffed into 2 rooms.
And you
Fucking.
just like body slide your way between the rooms.
Let's get
on
a switch
the-
up half the
on the
rooms.
snail
Switch
trails
out,
that are fucking
half the
leading
room
between.
Switch. We gotta make this even.
Yeah. Everyone gets
my
a number.
God.
It's odds and evens, and then you switch.
Also, imagine how like sketchy it is for them trying to like lock down an area. It's like, we're gonna need these areas for people doing yoga,
Yeah, yoga, naked yoga.
loud naked yoga.
Well, that like I've been thinking about this. It's hard enough to get like 2 people together to have sex. Like,
Right.
people get busy schedules and you're not in the mood and stuff like that. Like, I'm bravo to them for getting 375 together. Because
my God,
that's a feat. I understand why the world record's 500.
That's a lot of people that want to be fucking at the same time.
Right? And, like, on top of travel, like,
Man.
anything could go wrong. That's why I'm realizing that these sex parties are more coordination problem than anything.
Yeah, it seems like poor planning. I mean,
Plus prudishness on the part of the venues.
yeah. It seems like the intent was very erect, but
But it fell flaccid at the end.
it fell flaccid at the end. Yeah. Ah, man. All this talk of fuggins got me even hungrier. Is that right? Wait. Moving along.
You got crumbs in your bed, don't you, Matt?
Oh, don't talk about my crummy bed. Now, let me ask you this. How much do you think you deserve if I chuck a bowl of pasta at your face in a restaurant and you don't know me?
At least $20.
At least $20.
Like
right?
the cost of the shirt.
What if I tell you I know a guy that can get you 85 grand?
Oh shit! Start tossing fucking fettuccine, man.
All right. And that's what we're talking. In Connecticut, a woman was awarded more than $85,000 in a lawsuit, claiming she was hit in the face with pasta and a spicy sauce, flung by a lawyer during an argument with another man in that restaurant.
That's a spicy meatball.
Man, apparently the spicy sauce dripped into her eye after she got clanged with the bowl. So it was even worse. It was like a mace of sorts, just burning away at her eyes. And she fell down and apparently whacked her head, suffered concussion, eye pain, headaches, neck pain, back pain, elevated blood pressure, and all the other shit.
What'd she do? A full body fucking fall into a table?
Oh, we're talking somebody who was waiting for this. She's been waiting for that bowl of pasta to hit her in her face her whole life. She's been looking for it. And it finally happened, and she was waiting to take... She practiced that dive thousands of times.
Because the way you described all the pain that was inflicted, I'd almost imagine like a backwards like swan dive into the pool, but at a table.
That's what I'm seeing, is like a fucking backflip. Like the bowl hit her so hard, she just backflipped and then smashed her head. But yeah, I mean, apparently, who knows? Maybe in all seriousness, this lady did really fucking just get clocked right and like hit her head on something.
By a bunch of spaghetti.
Yeah, head injuries are very odd. So I mean, you really like with this kind of thing, you probably can't disprove it either. So whoever threw that, the lawyer that threw that shit, fucked himself.
I was gonna say that's really the whole like crux of it, is like you shouldn't have been throwing pasta in the first place. You scratching corneas with red pepper flakes, like you're gonna fuck someone up.
Oh my god. Yeah, just so many things about this are just hilarious. Spicy sauce, lawyer, like, just, man.
Adults having food fights, that's pretty goddamn
adults
funny.
having food fights, it's always funny. Like, the fact that it came to the point that he had nothing else in his utility belt besides picking up his fucking entree and chucking it across the restaurant at the guy he was mad at.
Any idea what the argument was originally about?
He got the last bottle of Chardonnay.
It's like, you can't catch this pasta. It's like, yes, I fucking can.
You fucking think I can't catch that? I'll catch it with my face.
That's ridiculous.
Man. Yeah, it's
I've
ridiculous.
never in my life witnessed like an actual food fight.
Me neither. Like a point where somebody would... I would just think it would be hilarious to see somebody so pissed that they're throwing food. It's like, fuck you!
Yeah, you
stick at somebody hit in the face.
down at that point.
Like if somebody threw a breadstick and hit me in the dome and it just bounced off the dome and landed in front of me, I would clap. I would just say, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, like a nasty shine of garlic bread, like right across the fucking forehead.
I would laugh. I think I would laugh. I wouldn't even be mad. I would just be like, whoa.
You drew first blood, not me. Start fucking hucking olives like a machine gun.
Yeah, if I get real mad, I guess I'll just take his nut in the cheese grater.
It's the second person that throws the food that starts the big food fight, I think, because that's when you hit another person that's
tribalism kicks in. Like once that third person is hit, the fourth and fifth person are like, "Fuck it, man, throw it,
do it." Oh man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I guess be careful with what you're throwing in the restaurant.
Yeah, people get real angry real quick, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Bound to do something a little out of character. And we got another story. This is another fight that you usually don't see go down. We got a man who punched his lawyer after a judge hands down the murder conviction. So he clearly had an issue with the way he was being defended.
Shouldn't
like
defended
the outcome.
myself.
That's not how you yelp.
Oh my God.
So the man was convicted of a shooting death, and then as soon as he heard that he was going to be found guilty, he punched his lawyer in the back of the head repeatedly, soon having his co-defendant also join in.
Beating the lawyer?
Yeah, beating the lawyer up. And there's
just
video
jumped
of
his
it.
ass.
We got
Oh my
video of
God.
it too, so let me do our little screen share niftiness here.
That's hilarious. The co-defendant was just like, oh yeah, fuck that dude. Bah.
He ends up getting in a struggle. Of course, it's like one of those public access sort of fucking videos. His lawyer's over here on the left side there. There you go. 1, 2,
Oh my
3,
God.
4. He gets him a bunch of times. Dude did not deserve this. He was just doing his job trying to defend the guy. He ended up getting 5 punches in the back and side of his forehead. And he got a few bumps and bruises, some scratches. But in over 40 years of defending people, he's never been struck that way before.
I'm just imagining a poor defenseless man like Bernie Sanders getting wailed on, like, poor guy.
Bring Bernie into it.
He defends these people that are horrible because he thinks they deserve justice and fairly.
Yeah, right?
And they just pay him back by assaulting him. It's horrible.
You can't come in with the long arm slap down just because, if you're found guilty, you're found guilty. That's what it is.
Yeah, man. It's not his fault the judge came down on you like that. Jesus.
Yeah, it's like someone else yelling at you and
The
you
jury.
like punching the person next to you.
So many more people are responsible besides him. Like, attack the jury.
Yeah. Jury, judge. There's plenty of people. Not that any of these people should be attacked.
Jesus.
But
yeah.
like, not the dude defending you. Of all
Yeah,
people.
right? Like, there's cops. There's so many
Same
people
team.
like against you besides your fucking
Same team.
yeah, defense team. You're attacking your defense team, literally.
Oh my god.
Ah, man. Well, let's move along to another attack. This one's even more rabid. Literally. We've got... Plus, the lady in the story, I think, should just be immediately admitted to the green team because she is insanely amazing. We have a story about a rabid bobcat that attacked a Hart County grandmother in her yard. The story's crazy. She had just gotten this cute little bumper sticker that she put on her car. She wanted to go outside and take a photo to send to her husband. And the bumper sticker had said, women who behave rarely make history.
Okay.
So I was like, oh,
Famous
that's cute,
quote.
Yeah. She wanted to go outside with her cell phone and take a photo of that. She goes out and the neighbor's dog is barking and it drew her attention. So she saw the cat and she took a picture of it. And then the cat didn't like that photo apparently and took 2 steps and then all of a sudden it was on top of her.
Oh, fuck.
And it went right for her face, like right for the jugular like a cat does.
Now, how big is a bobcat? Is this a bobcat, right?
Dude, a bobcat will fuck you up. They will fuck you up. Like,
It's like a small or like a medium-sized dog, I think, right?
yeah. Oh man, there's so many good videos of bobcats, like just like trapped in kitchens and shit. And
fuck.
dude, they're a scary ass animal. They're like 40 pounds probably.
It's like a mini lion.
Yeah, dude. And the claws, the fucking fangs. You don't want
The
any part of
claws
that.
will fuck you up real bad, I could imagine.
Yeah.
So this lady has this thing lunge at her, huh?
Lunge at her, go for the face. And she's managed to somehow to fight it off the face with her hands. And slowly gets her hands around this motherfucking thing's neck.
Oh, fuck.
Where she decides she's going to give it a death grip and hold it. And she starts screaming for somebody to call 911.
Right. I'd imagine it's still scratching at her at that point.
Yeah. And she has a lot of wounds from it too. But she came out the fucking victor, man. She strangled the bobcat to death.
She put it into a chokehold and fucking took it down.
Straight just barehanded, double-fisted, and strangled the fucking bobcat to death, like fucking gripping it. And then to make sure the fucking thing was dead, her son showed up apparently and stabbed the thing 5 times. Which it didn't make a move, so they were sure it was dead beforehand.
He's like, I'm gonna just put a knife in it a couple times to make sure. It's like it hasn't moved in hours. Like, I think it's fine. It's dead.
Let's talk about this lady, this grandma who strangled a bobcat, man. That's amazing. Like, she fought it off. I don't know if I feel like I would have a hell of a time trying to strangle one of those damn things.
I feel like that's definitely the move I'm gonna try if I ever need to fucking do it now.
I guess, yeah. Like, what else are you gonna do? I mean, fuck. I would have thought grab it by the little bit of a tail it has and swing it around.
Like a fucking mace. No, I mean, they're like you said, they got to be a decent size, so I'm sure there's weight on them too.
Oh, man. Yeah, just like think about your house cat trying to fight you.
Did she lift it or?
No, she held it on the ground, like brought it to the ground,
okay.
Ground and pound style.
That's less dramatic.
Think about like if your cat wanted to fight you, and your cat's probably like 20 pounds maybe.
Yo, if both my cats wanted to fight me, they could probably take me.
Dude, yeah, like just one of them at a time. Even is like that's not a fight I'm even looking to get into today. Like,
yeah.
Let alone you add like another 20 pounds on that sucker. It's like holy fuck.
I was gonna say if you add the weight, the current cats at their current fight weight, I could probably punt like a football. But yeah. if they added another 20 pounds on them, now they're getting into the area where you can't just move them with your foot.
We're talking speed and reflexes like we just don't even imagine.
And I would assume the next size up would be cougar or like mountain lion.
Yeah, right? I mean, from there, I think it is like, yeah, mountain lion basically.
I don't know what the cat fight classes
100 to 150 pound range.
Maybe that's like light featherweight.
Then you're definitely dead. You're done. There's no fighting off cougar.
Heavyweights like the lions and tigers.
Oh my god, then you're definitely, that's just ultra dead, like 450, 600 pound beasts.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that the story turned out that way. It seems like a lot of times that's not how it ends up going.
Especially when he went for the jugular right away like that. Like, dude, that's a kill shot.
Right?
You could easily kill like a
They just want to latch on.
Oh, God. Goddamn animals. You gotta be careful about these animals.
Right? Speaking of animals, in our funny clip of the week, we have some hilarious animals instead of deadly ones.
Man. Fucking hilarious.
This is what we like to call Pet Show Chaos. I guess it's an older clip from a while ago. It's from like public access television.
Yeah. I believe it's a veterinarian or like a vet who does like rehabbing for exotic animals as well. And he just got a Showtime on TV, and he wanted to like show people as much about animals as he could.
And he wanted to fit every goddamn animal from Noah's Ark onto a 2x4 here, because this area that he's keeping as like a show table is only about a foot wide, but he's got two of every fucking animal on this thing. There's cats, there's dogs, there's birds, there's lizards, there's fish, there's turtles.
Tortoises. Oh my god. Yeah, they're not getting along too well in most of the clips, or doing too well in general.
Who would have thought if you crammed every animal from a pet store onto a table, it wouldn't go okay?
Yeah, man. They're just animals are falling off. They're fighting.
Ferret down.
Oh,
the dog's
man.
about to eat a ferret. Like,
yeah, the monkey's tried to eat a bird. Oh, the dog's trying to eat a kitten now.
Oh my god.
One of my favorite parts though is like there's a dog looking at a turtle, and the turtle latches onto his little tongue.
Yeah, it's not a good combo. But if you can't see what we're looking at right now, we'll be sure to post this up on Wednesday. It'll be our last Wednesday funny
Here
clip
it is.
of the
Here
week.
it is.
Oh, I hate this one. Oh, he's like, get off my tongue. Fuck.
Cute little puppy.
These poor and this guy was just trying to do something good, but that's like often what happens. You try to do something good and it just ends up
turning to shit.
Turning to chaos. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll be sure to post this up on our Facebook page on Wednesday, our last Wednesday funny clip of the week.
Alrighty, check it out. Now let's get into 100 things that we fucking hate. But before we do that, here's a word from Dudes with Brews podcast and our sponsor.
Hey everyone, my name is Drew and I host a podcast called Dudes with Brews on a Porch, where we let the drinks flow and the conversations go. Each and every week, me and a friend of mine, we sit down, we try a different craft brew, usually from the state of Wisconsin, and we just sit down and have a conversation. We talk about all aspects of life. Once a month, we talk about paranormal stuff, and we always have a good time. You can find our show, Dudes with Brews on a Porch, on iTunes, Google Play, and anywhere else you find your podcasts. Grab a cold one and hang out with us each and every week right here on the porch.
This episode is brought to you by Studio Headphones. We've recently partnered with Studio to bring you discounts on some of their awesome headphones and earwear.
Studio is a product that you can stand behind. They got a beautiful design, beautiful Scandinavian design, but meanwhile, they're still delivering a quality sound that any of your other high-tech headphones would have. Take those Dr. Beats, those Skull Pods, get rid of them. Check them out. I'm telling you, this is a more affordable option for a way better quality.
And you know that we, as podcasters, are always concerned about how stuff sounds. If it sounds good, if it's going to be crap coming through your headphones, you're not going to be able to enjoy the latest episode of American Slacker.
Oh man, you might miss those sweet random clips of Bigfoot screaming in the back or somebody getting slapped with a salami.
So you don't want to miss out on all those awesome sounds. So we suggest checking out the Studio headphones. We got ourselves a pair each of the Vasa headphones, and they're pretty neat, I have to say.
They're gorgeous looking. They come with everything you need, every different size earbud. So that, you know, if you got small ears or big old ears that you need to stuff,
Like
hey,
me.
they got you covered.
And they even come with a little leather carrying case, so you can keep your nice new headphones protected.
That kind of sells me. It looks gorgeous. I like it.
If you head over to studio.com and enter the promo code American Slacker, all one word, you'll get 15% off of any purchase on the Studio website. And that actually includes worldwide shipping.
"100 Things We Fucking Hate."
And we are back with a list of 100 things that we fucking hate.
Oh, dude. Do we hate them? Do we?
It's a long list.
Yes, it is. And, I mean, he might as well just dive right into this goddamn thing.
Yeah, we got some grumps and gripes to fucking get out here. And you know what I hate, Matt, right off the top?
What do you hate?
Jeff Sessions.
Fuck that guy.
I bet everyone knew it was coming. Next up, I hate waiting for Amazon orders.
2 days is too long.
Milk crust, that shit's gross as fuck. Stubbing your fucking toes.
Ow.
When someone holds the door for you and you're way too far away, you gotta do like
Keep
that
walking,
little
bud.
fast fucking walk. I also hate when you swallow bong water. Ugh.
Vomiting right now.
It's like the worst. Also, a little pet peeve, stopping the microwave at 3 seconds so that the time doesn't show on it.
Man, or beep.
You've now turned a clock into a fucking stopwatch. Cannabis prohibition.
Let us smoke.
Come on, people. And earbuds being ripped from your dome.
Fuck you. You hear me, kitchen cabinet. Man, you know what I hate?
What do you hate?
That's Jeff Sessions again.
Oh, deserves being said twice.
Zebras, get over yourself. You're just a fucking horse.
You ain't fancy.
Man, fuck getting smoke in your eye. And getting anything in your eye.
Yeah, damn straight.
Man, fuck running out of weed.
The dryness.
Anyone that asks for directions at toll booths.
You should know where you're going at that point, right?
Man, the fact that winter is always coming.
Said Jon Snow.
Bags that appear to be small purses, but they're carrying small dogs instead.
I guess it's still things, but come on.
Man, 4-star reviews.
Fuck that one dude.
And movies without Jeff Goldblum, man.
You know what I hate?
What?
I hate grinding gears in a stick shift.
Man, you're not in high school anymore.
I hate tipping, but I do it.
Huh?
When you check your fast food order and they forgot the fucking sauce.
It's all about the sauce.
I also hate the man
It's keeping us down.
and dropping your phone face down.
Fucking crack.
What about when you have a grinder full of freshly ground nuggets and you end up dropping it into the carpet?
Man, I should have got hardwood.
Would have saved us all. And what about how long it takes to get through TSA checks?
I'm just trying to go to Colorado and smoke some weed.
Right? The price of movie popcorn?
Man, I'm broke.
Shit's infuriating. It's not gold. Nissan Cubes?
But you got one.
Yes, I do. And people who pump gas on the wrong side.
What is wrong with you?
It's just like, come on.
Man, I'm gonna keep on hating. I fucking hate forgetting what you're looking for.
Yep.
I hate when you don't find it.
Well, it helps if you remember what it is.
I really fucking hate Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions.
Full name on you.
Man, and those people that try to give you their mixtape on the sidewalk in LA for a donation.
That's called a payment.
I hate when my internet lags.
I didn't catch that last part.
Fucking internet. That movie where Richard Gere is a knight in King Arthur's table and he steals his girl.
I'll have to IMDb that one.
Movie shaming.
Yep.
Same time. The car behind you that has its goddamn brights on.
I drive great when I'm blind.
Kids in parking lots.
Watch your fucking tots, huh?
Man, I hate the fucking Kia Sportage and watching it fly 4 feet into the sky like it's attempting space flight for the first time.
I believe that was me.
It was.
More things that I don't fucking like. Corrupted audio files.
You would have more American Slacker.
I got a 3-parter pickles, mustard, tuna fish sandwiches on planes.
2 out of 3 I like. Not the tuna fish. Fuck that.
What about walking past someone you know but you have nothing to say to them?
Keep going, bud.
It's not like I don't like you. It's just I have nothing to say. Electric vehicle parking.
Let me just sit here and burn gas and look at you and laugh.
Stare daggers. And power outages. Maybe it's they're to blame, you know?
I was just trying to charge my sex robot, man.
And the fact that Bigfoot is king of hide and seek.
We will find you.
Babies on planes.
They make emergency hatches for a reason.
And the law.
I fought the law and I won. You know what else I really fucking hate?
What's that?
When you hit that last episode of the show that you've been watching for a week.
No.
I fucking hate being stuck in traffic.
Especially stop and go.
Guy Fieri and his stupid Flavortown can fuck off.
Dip that head in some nacho cheese and get back out here to Flavortown.
Man, I fucking hate when you hear a bee buzzing behind your head and you don't know where he is.
We've discussed bees. I hate them.
When you're in the dark and you light a cigarette backwards and you get that awful fucking taste in your mouth.
Terrible.
I hate crowded clubs.
I wanted to drink this, not wear it. Thank you.
Shitty chocolate.
Yep. Any Easter candy.
Commercials.
Just get to the program, right?
Mysterious smells.
What is it? Where is it?
And overcooked meat.
Burning them to a crisp. You know what also burns me to a crisp?
What's burning?
Having to store holiday shit and only use it once a year.
That's why Christmas ends at the end of January.
Yeah, seriously. And pay to play games.
Just give me the whole fucking game, I'll pay you.
Oh, and those cars with eyebrows?
I will rip that shit right off.
Speaking of ripping my pants.
Those are my biscuits.
Hey, oh, beer snobs.
Fuck you.
Breaking a nice new glass piece.
It didn't even get me high.
And parrots that talk shit. How about those?
Hey, Polly, I'll give you a cracker.
Fucking crack them. Answering emails. What a pain, right?
Bob from Resources, just suck a dick.
And snacks that stain your hands. And for that matter, beets.
Beets and Cheetos. That's coming to you.
Nice Beatos combo.
Man, you know what else I fucking hate?
What do you hate?
I hate music snobs.
Okay.
I hate when you try to light up a cigarette and 3 people come up asking for one.
It's like I didn't have an extra in this pack, people.
Maybe next time. The same thing with gum.
Same answer from the last one.
Man, cashiers that think they're funny at Target.
It's like, of course I'm cooking. That's why I'm buying food.
The water that comes out of the first squirt of ketchup all over my burger.
A little Essence Day tomato, huh?
Receiving sarcasm before I can give it.
It's like I was gonna do that.
Man, when all my cords are tangled together.
States of chaos.
Downloadable content.
Just give me it in the game. Like, fuck.
Hippos, you need to calm the fuck down. The fact that it's called a funny bone, when it clearly isn't fucking funny.
Clearly isn't. You know what else really gets me going here? I hate when I get fake IRS calls saying I owe 10 grand.
Listen, Special Officer Raymond, I have reason to believe that you're bullshitting me and you're calling me from India.
And anything sticky, especially children,
just hose them down.
Don't label something a burger, nugget, or tender if it doesn't have fucking meat.
It's beans. It's not meat.
Right? Oh, and long lists. And JB Sesh, don't think we forgot about you.
We got you, player.
And spiciness warnings on menus. It's like, what are you gauging this based upon?
It's not accurate. And I'm a man, damn it.
Whoever let the dogs out.
Who is it and where are you?
Pre-travel anxiety.
Just fucking teleport me there.
Food advertised as manly.
Did somebody rub their nuts on this?
And 15-year-old shit talkers.
Johnny, it's time for your bed. Man, moving along, let's wrap this shit up. I got a couple more things that
Let's
I
hear
really
'em.
hate. Coin-based currency in my pocket.
Fucking, what are these nickels for?
Turbulence.
We're all gonna die.
The lack of old-timey pirates creeping around.
Swashbuckling's just not in these days.
Low battery on all my devices.
Talk about anxiety.
Whoever killed me in that last fucking match of pub.
Fuck you, XX cocksuck 42.
Bastard. Car maintenance.
Everyone's got to do it.
Doing my goddamn laundry, man.
You don't have to do it, but you should do it.
Voicemail messages.
At that point, just text, right?
Man, when I forget my goddamn ID or card at the bar.
Walk of shame back to the beer den at daylight.
When people aren't slacking enough, I fucking hate it.
That's one of the worst.
It's a lifestyle. And number 100, the fact that we have to stop right here at 100 when we have so much more shit talking to do.
We could go on and on and on and on. But this is the 100th episode. That's why we decided to stop our gripes at 100.
Yeah, we figured
that
was
was
enough,
a
right?
long fucking list.
That was a long fucking list. We made it through, though. We made it through.
If we forgot anything, if there's anything that we should have complained about that we didn't,
yes,
please let us know.
Get
either
on
the
Maybe we'll start a
Facebook
thread.
page or something. Yeah, definitely on the American Slackers group.
Things that slackers hate.
Yep. We'll get it all on there. It'll be like an anti-OkCupid profile.
Okay.
Instead of saying all the shit you like, it's like, don't come at me with this. Don't come at me with that.
Fucking do it.
Get out of my face with this shit.
Oh, man.
And then you gotta do process of elimination.
Yes, definitely. Definitely have to.
So we hope you enjoyed our list of 100 things that we fucking hate.
Hell yeah. Because God do we hate them.
Next up, we're going to be playing a game of this or that, which we all love and enjoy. But before that, we're going to hear a little something from the Yes and I Am podcast.
Hi, do you like celebrities, comedy, and pop culture? Well, then I have the podcast for you. I'm Aaron Max, host of the Yes and I Am podcast, the podcast where we learn about people. Each week, we take comedians and improvisers and give them a celebrity to play, and I interview them. And guess what? Sometimes the comedians don't know who this celebrity is. And that's when the real fun comes in, and we learn a little something we didn't already know about these people. So go and check us out. We're on iTunes and all other podcast sources. We are Yes and I Am, and we will see you guys next time.
And we're back. It's time to play a little bit of this or that 100th episode edition.
Yeah, we kind of had to think outside the box with this one, I think. It wasn't so much like straight on like video games or fight or anything.
Yeah, but at the same time, it was pretty wide.
Yeah, I think we had fun picking these ones.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to start off with the first this or that?
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. My this or that, I have live 100 years or live 100 times.
Ooh, I like this one a lot. This is, you gotta think about this deep, because, you're not guaranteed that 100 years to begin with.
No.
Maybe you could live 100 times, 2 years.
Right?
You never get past being a toddler, or even get to live it.
I would hope, on average, like, if you had 100 times to live, that some of them you'd get past 2.
Yeah, I mean, it would only seem statistical
Right.
it's possible, right? So that's why I would go with 100 times, because, I mean, the variable of it, you never know.
That's what I was
That would suck
thinking
if it's the same life 100 times. That might be a fucking misery, though.
That would be especially if you're conscious of it. In this idea, I was thinking more like reincarnation kind of thing. So it's like you might come back and you might be a beetle, or you might be a person, or like a dog or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would go with the same. I would go live 100 times rather than 100 years, because like maybe you get a couple shots. You could live 100 shitty years.
You could live 100
Just you get a couple different shots at the 100 times.
Yeah, right. Yeah, hopefully it's spread out across different lives. All right, so I'm coming at you. Let's talk about money. Do you prefer small bills or straight hundreds? Now, I'm not talking you got 50 grand on you. I'm talking, in normal everyday life. Do you prefer just carrying a $100 bill around, or do you like it in smaller increments that way?
I'd go smaller increments. Just because it's easier. You're always going to end up breaking that 100 into smaller bills anyway.
Yeah, dude. I hate the $100 bill, honestly, because it's like I run into places that won't cash, like, trade them out. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
You know what a $100 bill is good for?
What?
A gift.
Yeah, true.
That's
gift or a payment of a high thing.
Boom! The biggest currency note in circulation, like nice and crisp.
Yeah, you take a fucking hundo.
Bam! That makes you look like a baller. That's the only time I would go that over the small bills. I think I would go small bills usually.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's the same way I would be. I mean, it's such a pain in the dick to carry 100 anymore.
Yeah,
plus, if you lose it, you're losing $100.
Oh God, right? Fuck that.
Yeah.
So next one up, I got a question for you, Matt. If I'm dressed like a total complete fool, are you gonna lie, or are you gonna keep it 100 and tell me?
Well, I mean, there's a weird feeling about this because I mean, it's like maybe you like the way you're dressed. Who am I to judge at the same time? And like, my opinion doesn't change the way that like you should feel about what you're wearing, I guess, So it's like I'll keep it 100. I'm not gonna tell you look like a fool because I mean, you might look cool to somebody else or yourself.
So you'll tell me that I might look a little funny, but you won't hate on me for it, kind of.
Yeah. Like I try to play it smooth. Like I'll be like, "You sure you want to wear that, maybe?"
Okay. At least okay. I appreciate that.
But I would keep
say
it more
the same.
100.
I would keep it 100 too. I would be like, "Is that what you're wearing?" If it is,
throw a subtle hint. But all right.
But
moving along.
If you're that outrageous, you got like a purple pimp hat on and a fucking orange suit, I might just be like, Matt, I don't know, man. I might look in a mirror real quick. It's good though. Right? It's good to keep it 100. You need people to do that around you.
There.
You need people around you like that.
Yeah. True. Keep you in check.
Right? Just in case. You never know.
Alrighty, so I got one for you.
Okay.
Would you rather be the first human test on the Hyperloop or the first flight on Mars that's going to return?
Oh.
Like commercial, like standard space flight.
So how many years am I dedicating to this Mars trip?
Well, I don't know what the fuck long it takes to get to Mars and back, but I mean, you're just taking a casual trip to Mars. You took like 4 years off your life. You're going out there real quick, coming back.
Okay. I'm going to go Hyperloop. That would be cool.
Yeah. Seems
that would
safer,
be really
I
awesome.
guess, right?
Way safer, I would think.
Yeah. I don't know, man. A part of me would say the Mars thing because it's like you get to say you went to another planet.
Very true. Very little population have done that.
Seems risky, man. It's like, what if they get you there and they're like, shit, we actually fucked up. You can't go back.
We don't have enough fuel to get you home. Sorry. The re-entry would scare the shit out of me, I would think.
Probably.
Coming
yeah,
back through the Earth's atmosphere.
Oof. Yeah. Fuck that.
So I got one more for you here. 100 shots to the nuts or 100 dings on your car. You're either gonna have to do one or the other.
Dings in the car?
Yep. Someone's gonna fuck your car up.
That's fine. Take the dings. I'm not taking 100
the
shots
car.
to the nuts.
I think I would do the same. It's proper.
Get a new car. I can't get a new set of
repaired.
testes. The testes are they're kind of rare. You don't just go get those.
Getting those replaced could be a lot harder.
Yeah. Last time I checked, the dealer didn't have another set on hand. Special order right there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man. All right, I got the last one for you. Would you rather discover the chupacabra, but it bites your dick, or discover Bigfoot and it mistakes you for a lady Bigfoot and it goes wherever it goes? I mean, I'm not saying he rapes you, but he could rape you.
I'm going chupacabra. Dick bite.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna risk your
chupacabra dick bite. So I'll just like wail on it until it gets off,
I guess. What if it just bites it clean off? You're just like, ah!
Then you're fucked.
Half-mast. You're stuck with a halfie.
What does this have to do with 100, by the way?
Because we talk about chupacabra and Bigfoot all the time. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. In relation to
Bigfoot is only of the most relevance.
And the tech one too. Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
What? Yeah.
But no, I go chupacabra.
Honestly, myself, I don't know. It's a hard one. I mean,
it is a hard one.
I love my dick a lot, but I don't want to be great, but God knows what Bigfoot's packing.
Yeah, right?
I think I'll take the chupacabra as well.
See?
Yeah.
I'm not wrong, man.
At first, I was like, I'd take my chances because maybe Bigfoot doesn't rape me, but, you know, he most likely is going to rape you. He seems
He's
like
not
a
there
rapey
to
creature.
be friends, Matt.
He's a rapey creature, let's be honest. Are
So
we
that's-
hiding the facts?
So that's our 100th episode edition of This or That. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll be posting up a couple of these This or That's on the Facebook page throughout the week, so you guys can vote and tell us which you would rather do. You want to go to Mars? You want to go on a Hyperloop? You gonna tell us we look foolish, or do you want to take a shot in the nuts 100 times?
It's tough decisions we're making here at American Slacker Podcast.
Yeah, right.
Man.
All right, so last but not least, we wanted to, give some thanks to the people who have really, showed up for us and helped us out with the show over the course of these last 100 episodes.
And a lot of people have helped us come this far and have contributed to this show. And we appreciate all the help that's come this way. And we're so thankful we've gotten to work and meet a lot of you guys. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I know a lot of them are, friends of ours that we've known for a few years now, or many years now in some cases. And we appreciate everyone that's kind of stuck through and helped us out. So to name a few names, first off, big thank you to these people: Dave Gunn, Seth Anders, a.k.a. the Mad King, Tim Zabluski, Al Schlichting, Steve Queglass, Evan Faziola, and Bill Houston.
And moving along to some artists and other individuals we've got the chance to have on the show: Beta Blocker, Keep Flying, Tommy from Monument of a Memory, Muggsy, Mark Miles, JJ Stellitano, David Melendez of Studio House Pictures, and David Allen Arnold, aka Airborne.
Some podcasts that we really have to, give shout outs and thanks to are the guys at Crime Roulette. That's Kyle, Noel, Bradford, and sometimes Mike. Also, Aaron Weininger of the Yes and I Am podcast. You just heard his promo before. He also happens to be the winner of our Stash Jar. He's been really involved with us, and we love working with this guy. So thank you a lot for your support, Aaron. We really appreciate it. The guys over at the Lost Signals, who we also met alongside the Rogue Squadron podcast at Podcast Movement in 2016.
Yep.
So big shout out to those guys. We really love networking with them. Joe from Fit Farm Podcast, Ben from Small Town Mentality Podcast, Raul from the Wholesome Hoodlum Podcast. Thank you for dealing with our technical difficulties. The Fiercely Altered Podcast, Victor from the Digging 6 Feet Under / Dexter Podcast, Jordan from Growcast, Color Me Deadcast, Dudes with Brews, Killer Kids and Murderous Minors. There's a whole bunch of other ones that I'm probably not mentioning.
Yeah, there's a ton. And all of our Instagram friends, we've got a lot of people on Instagram that are constantly supporting us and jumping in these live streams. If you're watching right now, we thank you so much. And of course, we couldn't do it without the support of our families that are and our girlfriends. They're always helping us out, always chiming in and supporting us. And,
big shout out to my sisters, Mackenzie and Georgie, my girlfriend Marley. I appreciate everyone's support.
Definitely, yeah. I gotta give a shout out to my girlfriend Tracy, her sister Tanya, my mom, of course, is always lingering. My sister and my dad, yeah, definitely. And just everybody that's contributed. Again, we thank you so much, and we love all of you. It's been a really cool journey so far, and we're really looking forward to where this takes us in the future.
Definitely, and hope you're along for the ride.
Hell yeah.
Now it's plugs time, huh?
Yeah, I'd say that's about it. It's about time we plug the shit out of the end of this show. Check us out, people. Facebook page is American Slacker Podcast, where you can find the American Slackers group. There's a bunch of other slackers just like you that you can chat with and come up with all kinds of diabolical plans and crazy shit. Also, check out the Instagram with the promos for each and every show, American Slacker Podcast, and the website, americanslackerpodcast.com, aspodcast.com.
You can also find us over on Twitter and Reddit at AMERSLKR Podcast. We're putting more and more stuff up on YouTube. You can always listen to our full episodes there if you don't like any of the podcast apps. But we do suggest that you rate and review us on the iTunes podcast app and tell a friend about the show. If you guys could give us 5 stars, we'd really appreciate it. And also, big thank you to anyone watching on the Instagram live stream. We've had a lot of fun today with our 100th episode, doing the celebrations beforehand during the pre-show. And you can catch a lot of that on our Patreon and stuff.
Oh, yeah. And also spread the word. We need a few more people. We're almost at 6K. Mm-hmm. We literally are like just a couple short right now.
We're like 10 short or something.
Spread the love. I mean, we're trying to get past, 25K.
I want that. Still, I want that 10K. I want the K.
We want the 10K. We want the K. We need the K mark. Yeah. So tell a friend, create a Slacker. How about that?
Yeah, right.
And also, hey, if you want to get in contact with us, send us an email, americanslackerpodcast@gmail.com. We'll get right back to you. And also, check out our Spotify playlist. All you got to do is search American Slacker Podcast. You'll find a whole slew of artists that have been featured on the show and also some that have been on the show.
You can also become a Patreon Slacker over at our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/American Slacker Podcast. Some shout-outs, some double shout-outs we got to do here to our Patreon supporters. Thank you to Dave Gunn, Seth Anders, Kyle Nolan Bradford from Crime Roulette, and Aaron W. from the SNIM podcast. We appreciate your support. Anyone that wants to, see the show go further in the next 100 episodes, we encourage you to head over to the Patreon so that you can, give us some support, and you actually get some rewards back for that too. So it's not, it's going to be a two-way street with us here at American Slacker Podcast. And we also suggest that you visit our shop over at americanslackerpodcast.bigcartel.com.
And if you want to get at us on a personal level, you can find me on Instagram at MWG Media, and my gamer tag on Xbox Live is Matty G from HP.
And you can find me on Instagram and Xbox at Landers the Plane.
Alrighty, people. Thank you so much for tuning in to the episode 100 extravaganza. And just thank you. We love you.
We do.
Until next time, that's it.
There you go.
And another one in the books. All right. So, do we have anything else we have to do today?
Not that I can think. Well, actually, we did get an email during the show. Did you see that?
Oh, shit, yeah. I saw something from the Mad King, right?
Yeah, he marked it urgent, which is kind of odd.
Huh.
There's also an audio attachment.
Huh. All right, play that shit so I can hear it.
Okay, here.
Yo, guys, Mad King here. I know you like to keep up on everything weird and out of the ordinary. I just came across this crazy old vinyl from this hole-in-the-wall shop in Chinatown. It's an Icelandic metal band whose name translates to Hate Cannibal. It's pretty fucking rad. But I think you guys need to hear this sound clip, though. It's not the music, but this crazy animal audio that seems to be hidden at the end of the record. Well, just listen to this. Maybe the studio band management knows where it was recorded or has their information. If anyone can get some answers to this, I know it'll be you two slackers.
What the fuck was that? Was that an animal?
Or a fucking demon.
Okay, so where do we even start with this?
Well, Seth included some pictures of his vinyl and some info from its sleeve. Okay. The recording studio actually isn't that far from you. It's only down in the city.
Okay, so I'm going to the city this weekend. I mean, fuck it. I should just go early, and I'll just shoot over to this fucking place. I want to dig deeper into this case.
Oh, definitely. As long as this place is still even open.